Negative nonsense is not even necessary. But sometimes you got to come out there and you got to put people in their place. First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. I'm the owner of Crystal Edge Technology Screens, Black Series Edition LLC. I did that in reverse, didn't I? And our platform we like to call here Cardboard PC Kingdom. Cardboard PC Kingdom. And we are building this epic build. So we got some pretty cool stuff we're working on. Got several PCs we're working on. This one over here, that one over there, all that good stuff, you know, different PCs we're working on. And we're working on epic gaming screen paint pretty soon. All this new elegant silver, which is going to be absolutely elegant. So basically make you feel like you're super elegant, super duper elegant, you know. And on top of that, we got the oranges in here, man. We got the oranges in here. What are the oranges? I can find one. Heck on it. It's got these things too. I got the air fresheners, the ones that had the orange smells like tangerines. Oh man, it smells so good. So good. Everything here smells like oranges. It smells so good up in here. It's so freaking good. All these orangey smells. Oranges. So this is for the other PC, the ice PC right here. Oh shoot, my camera's going over. Let's get this negative off my screen. And go over here and concentrate on what we're going to be doing here. Over here. Over here. Put my music on here too to play. Comes the music. Get it going. Facebook is blowing up over there. Boom. Boom. All up in that Facebook is blowing up. Boom. Get over here to get this job done. We got things to do. Alright. Let me see. Get rid of some of this nonsense up here. You know, you'll be seeing all that negative nonsense. You're right, Taco. You're in your question mark tail. Ain't time for that nonsense. The negativities and all that stuff. We got stuff to build, things to make, things to create. Positive energy. You guys got it right? Positive energy. Excuse me, buddy. Right. Excuse me. You don't move away. Thank you. I really trip over you there. I really don't. Taking your time. Walking past. Mucho grande. Mucho grande. Mucho grande. Boom. Yes, it's coming to life. It's looking beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, what's different with this one? Because usually, like I said, we put the cases on the outside. But this time I'm going to do something different. I'm still working on that motherboard cover. Definitely want to get that done. Because, man, we do motherboard covers, man. We design all kinds of cool stuff. I got stencils and all that stuff here. That's going to be pretty cool. So, we're going to make this a Gundam docking station. I already ordered 2 of the Gundams already. Get a feel for exactly, you know, how we're going to put these things, how we're going to position them in. Pretty cool. And we're definitely going to have to put some auto turrets around the base because, again, we don't want our base getting attacked, do we? We do not want that. Motherboard is definitely going to need a paint job. And on top of that, we got a motherboard coming in already. We're going to paint job the motherboard. We're going to build our own sleeves that go in the dark. Wide, 2-inch wide sleeves that fit over top the liquid cooling system and all that stuff. And we're going to basically coat it with some really heavy fluorescent glow in the dark, and we're going to run some lights through it so it actually glows. So we need the chasers to run through that because we need to see energy feeding into it like that. Like it's actually charging itself. Yeah. We got the Voltron button coming in. I'm calling it the Voltron button because that's what it is, the Voltron button. So we had to reinforce everything on here because, again, this is, you know, like I said, we had to make sure this thing couldn't go anywhere. So right now, we're putting in supports in the bottom area so this thing doesn't crash inward. And we're able to make our own tubes in the back, which I'm actually happy about that because the tubes are kind of hard to get, especially for 120 millimeters. They're hard to get for those fans. So this is going to look absolutely amazing. So I'm going to start cutting, working on mine right now. Up. Uh-oh, I think we ruffled some feathers. Let me see. Let me see. Nope. Everything's good. It's good. Someone contacted me about that new technology. They wanted, I need some investments. I already did a real with some of the fake ones. The Lord already says no. We're good for right now. We're good for right now. For right now, a ton of testing and doing that thing. You know, we got to figure out what we can do. It does some interesting stuff, but you want to make it a screen print, you want to make it a physical screen. I got to go back to the post office and get information on what size screens can we ship through, because I don't want to ship it through FedEx thing, because it's going to cost a ton of money to do it. And we got to pay for the shipping, so again, we don't want to charge you a lot of money, to charge us a lot of money. Yeah! Where are my scissors at? Kind of swear I just saw scissors somewhere around here. Where you saw them. And now they're gone. It disappeared. So, we do Cardboard PC Kingdom. It's about basically for those of you who want to think way outside the box and you want to build your PC for cheap. You don't want to build a buy expensive case. You know, you can build your own case if you want. And that's when you get into basically modding and building, design your own stuff. You'll be taking everything apart. You can take apart your liquid cooling systems apart, all kinds of stuff. I wonder what if I do if I take care of this. If I take the part of that, upgrade it. Which I'm actually looking at right now is the AIO systems they have already all built together. Has anyone ever disassembled one of these things? Because now I want to take one apart and see if we can modify it and make it better. Because I want a gallon reservoir system put in. And I found a thrift store up here. Did I tell you that I found a thrift store? A thrift store. Man, there are all kinds of goodies in the thrift store, man. When you're building your own freaking setup, all kinds of goodies. Might find some old retro plants in there, some plastic plants. The old ones back in the day. Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah. Just a really yeah. So now we're building our supports in here because, again, everything's reinforced. But remember, we got that piece right there. That's glued in, by the way. It ain't going anywhere. That's why we kind of built it like a kind of a, I don't know how you would say it. We thickened the outside around it, but we left that nice and thin so we just fit in there nice like a Lego piece. And we locked it in with the glue. Now I'm going to build a couple of the arcade machines today too. On top of that, I got to get into building those things. So right now, if I don't want to lose my attention span for that. Like, you know what, I'm going to move on to something else. But I'm going to build that thing, get it done. Because it involves a flex screen, baby. Flex screen. Flexi, flexi. Trying to get the height just right. I'm getting that to fit in there. There we go. Like, why? Why did you have to do that? He asked for the pain. So we gave it to him. Yeah, no choice. He asked for the pain. Yeah. You kind of understand. I can read from people's stuff on who sent who. You know. Who made who? Who made you? I mean, most like, you know, what most people do is just buy your stuff and test it out, but can't seem to do that one because we used to be able to get it at one point, but now, you know, it's just, it's sent back, money sent back to us. They don't want to keep the money. Like, no, you know what? Well, you just keep the money. We'll keep the screen paint. You know, we can't send it to you anyway. It doesn't work. It's a stack of cards, you know, a house of cards. It's not going to work the way we said it worked because, you know, we're phony. So you just take your money back. We're not going to keep it, okay? Oh, I know we got to pay PayPal back some money too. So, you know, just pay money back too. Yeah, you got to pay PayPal back money. PayPal charges you for that. Every time you send something back, PayPal will charge you for it. They make a fee, some money off of that. So every time you send something back, they got to pay PayPal too. Extra money out of their account that they don't have. So they lost money dramatically in that ordeal. And PayPal's not cheap, especially when it comes to how much they take out. Because the more you put in, the more you take out of it. So roughly, I say about $8, $9 they had to pay every time they send something back. At around how many orders did we put in? We put in somewhere roughly around, I think it was close to about 10 or 15 orders. That's a lot of money you had to pay back to PayPal. You know, like, okay, you sure? You sure? Because you can keep it. Could keep it. You gotta keep the money too. You can keep it. No, you take it. You keep it. You sure? Yeah, I'm sure. Okay. Just asking. That time I paid $127 for it. $129 for it. Yeah, $129. You sure? Okay, I can get some more money. Just take the money. Take it. Just take it. You know what? I mean, I paid you $129 for it. Come on, now you ain't charging anybody that much money for it. Just take it back. You can take it back. I was going to see how far he was going to go up. We had $1,000 on the account waiting for us, so he's going to send back $1,000. No, didn't take it. I was like, okay, whatever. You can't take it. Why can't you take it? Because your address is unshippable. Yes, when he said that, I was like, no, we did not just do that one in live stream. Dude, do you know, I swear, sometimes, man, I try to help him out, I do. If I had known, I'd sent him back, like, yo, man, we done this one already. This is not going to go well for you. I retracted. I would have retracted for you really quick. He wouldn't even listen to me. He wouldn't listen. I had to pull up the freaking records. There we go. Had one to go through. Show delivered. We got it here. Here's the container. Okay. All right, so let's stack these up. We got to stack up our beams here today. Fit in there nicely. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We go with 5. 5 is the third time to try. I'm tired, people. Had a long day. Had a lot of work. And then I know coming all the time to address these issues, but some of them are a little hilarious, and they're begging for the embarrassment. They're begging for it. Like we can't do this right now. But please embarrass me. Please embarrass me. I've been looking for it all day long to come on your channel and just get trash. Come on, man. I ain't got much going on. Come on, give it to me, man. Give me this. Give me this. Like Kramer begging for something. Remember about the whole, what was it? Kramer was begging about something. Something he was begging about. Oh. Yeah. About the woman who was in the apartment that's walking around naked, and Jerry was going to go and put a report in, get her put curtains up, and freaking Kramer went to that. Like, come on, man. I ain't got much. And like, man, just give me this, man. Just give me. I remember that. Yeah. That's what they remind me of. Like, come on, man. I'm begging for this embarrassment. Man, I was looking for this all week long. I made the highlight of your day. See? Embarrass you on YouTube in front of everybody. And now, it is what it is. I think you're addicted to the embarrassment. Some people at the end of the day, they get like that. What's that name? People get basically, they fall in love with their captures. Can't think of the name. So something name for it. What is it called when people fall in love with the people who kidnap them? Stock syndrome. Stockholm syndrome, that's what it's called. When people fall in love. Stock syndrome? Stockholm syndrome, if I'm saying it correctly. It's when people basically fall in love with the people who kidnap them. Psychological bond. Stockholm. I can't say it right. Stockholm syndrome. It's basically when people basically fall in love with their hostages. I have no idea how that would even work, to tell you the truth. I have no idea. That's just crazy, but it actually does happen. People do actually fall in love with their captors. I don't know what goes on in that, but they do. Stock syndrome. Yeah, I think for him, that's what it is, because it's like he's still in my room. After he called himself moving on, this guy will still be in my room. Just to let you know, once they file that cyber charge on you, you don't have access to online anymore. You can't get access. They cut him off completely. You can't have access to cell phones, nothing, not a thing. Complete cut off from online. If he's caught online, basically he can go to jail. Can't do that. They stock syndrome. Stock syndrome, that's what it's called. I can't do it correctly. Stock syndrome. But yeah, they cut him off completely when you get cyber crimes on you. You have no access to online ever again. It's like a person that's a pedophile. Pedophile gets caught at the end of the day. Yeah, it's a cyber crime at the end of the day. He can never go back online ever again. That's why they were using the game systems, because the game systems were considered to be loopholes because they weren't considered to be PCs. So they sit there and say you can't be on a PC mode, no more computer anymore, no more computer activities. That's when they found the loophole in video games. But video games could go online. But because they don't consider themselves to be computers, they consider themselves to be game systems. That's why we found a lot of them jokers on there. Let the count banding begin. Let the count banding begin. I remember freaking Burnout Paradise. That was the funniest game ever. We had the smart mouth kid that came in there one time. He was just being a jerk, that's all. Just being a smart mouth, that's all. And my buddy had, he had a freaking, we were in a modded game. And he couldn't figure out why all our cars were different. You know, we had these weird looking cars and stuff. I had a baby stroller. A Boost. It's the funniest thing ever. A little baby in it too, with a pacifier. But anyway, so he couldn't figure out, he was nasty about it, calling people all kinds of racist names. Because, you know, kids go on there and they freaking do whatever you want to do because, you know, ain't nobody there to kick their butt. So he was like, how did you guys get all these freaking cars? Now remember, you cursed everybody out in the game when it first started. If you remember the 360 had the hard drive on top of it. Right on top. So we told him, like, look, you want to get these cars, right? Everybody's pulling up their modded cars and stuff. You want to get these cars? This is what you do. You go into the garage, you pick the first car you see, and then you go in, you go out, and you basically pull your hard drive off your system and put it back in. You know what happens if you pull your hard drive off, right? The game basically goes away. Also can damage your system too like that. He's a jerk, he deserved it. Well, what you do what? I said, yeah, go in to the garage. And the first car that pulls up, which is actually a beginner car, you take your hard drive and you pull it out and put it back in real fast. You pop right off. He found the server wrong. He was mad, like, you freaking bunch of blah, you wrecked my system that way. Hey, next time you treat people better respect. You gotta come to the room calling people all out their names and everything. He had a racial name for everybody in that room. Like, literally, I don't care what race you was, he had a name for you. I need to concentrate, people. I have to get this done. I have to get it done. It has to be finished. And the talking, I can't do too much of it anymore. I'm trying to cut down on it. So I must put my headsets on and put music out for you guys. I'm building my barrier. Getting it ready for the next stage of Gundam Power. Gundam Power. Gundam Power, baby. Gundam Power. And on top of that, this helps people at the end of the day who, again, some people don't want it. They don't want to look at their. Some people are like that. Some people, when it comes to their consoles or their controls or whatever it may be, they're not happy with it. They're not happy with it. They got to have it their way. You know, like Frank Sinatra, I did it my way. Start spreading the news. I think you're seeing wrong one. But anyway, yeah, they got to have it their way. You know, they don't like the style, the way it looks of it. That's why we got people painting them and design them in different ways. Because people want something different. They need something different. That's going to be nice and sturdy. You ain't going nowhere at all, period. Oh, yeah. Bam, bam, bam. That's right. I think this is a more detailed build than I've done. Oh, no. That one has vents in it. There's more detailed builds from that one. Yes. Oh, shoot. That went in the wrong direction. I was supposed to bounce off the box. Don't find that. It's like this is a welding gun. A welding gun to build the ultimate Gundam system. A Gundam base. How long would it take for the base to be completed? Base will be completed in 28 days. I don't even know when. We're just putting it out there. 28 days, the base will be completed. And then we can have a docking station for our Gundam suits to dock at. A shorter distance from the battle. So they're traveling all the way out there, and they got to come here and refuel, and that's precious time. They can basically jump from here to there. That's the importance of having bases close to basically areas that could cause potential problems, where basically you can launch our teams faster to get to faster locations because they're not traveling from all the way over here to get to there. If the base closer by that area, and guess what? You get there faster. And that's what we're building here. The ultimate Gundam base. Look at this. It's absolutely amazing. Alright. Is that all we had to do on this thing? I think so. That was it. Oh yeah, we gotta finish doing that. I don't feel like doing that right now. I really don't feel like doing that right now. Once that power supply is on the go, it's going to put nice weight here. Nicely weighted. Oh, man. What do we got going here? This is sturdy. All this is sturdy. Ain't going nowhere, bird. Not going anywhere. What about this right here? What about this? What about this? Let me see. How many is this on here? Is it 2 or 1? Actually, it is 2 on here. It's 2 on this one. It's 2 on this one right here. But it's only 2 on this one right here. Oh, no. Oh, no. Man. Okay. I feel that because they feel that my product is too expensive, I will launch matching betters on this new technology. An ad tech. So matching better at 100,000 lux of direct sunlight. We'll start that one first. I'm going to do 20. I'm going to do 5 of these a day. We're going to flood. 5 of these a day. 5 of these a day. Because I don't think at the end of the day, if you're trying to get the word across on the internet that I'm too expensive, then we'll give you a challenge. Now you got something to do. Consequences, remember. Always consequences. So, yeah. Could be worse than put your names on them. You know who you are. Put you on blast. The consequences. Now you must do the challenges now to compete with us. You think our products are too expensive? We'll put up there. Then basically match and better our challenges. Now, mind you, like I said, matching betters are if I'm up there with a 200-inch screen, guess where you're going to be at? 200-inch screen. Yes, agree. So, now the customer's going to expect you to do the same thing we do. You got to be careful about opening your mouth all the time and trying to put us on blast like that. Now you're going to do what I do. So we'll do a couple of them. Taco, they've asked for new challenges. They're begging for new challenges. I don't know why. He squatted his eyes and put his head up real quick. They're asking for new challenges. They want them so badly. I think that's what it is. They need new challenges. They sit there and go, no, we think we cost far less. We think we're the same as he is. So I'm not going to put you on blast. Other screen paints saying they're saying that we are matching better. That's what it's going to be labeled from now on. We challenge you. We call you out. Now we're going to really call you out now. You think at the end of the day that we're equal to you, we are calling you out. Matching better our demonstrations. You got 3 of them to do a day. Let's start with outside. Massive screen demonstrations. And that means you are matching better. Every time I'm on site, I will call you out. Next time, you think twice about doing that one. Whoa, Chaco's feeling the energy from me. That energy. Man, depending on what we call a screen, is how power we have to make it. And if I made a screen called True Power, this would have to be a nightmare of a screen. It has to back up the height behind it. Really there for Omegas. Legendaries will have that ability. And that Spartan technology, boy, they got scared of that thing. That's when the state got canceled over. And you think I'm joking? Let's watch the video. That's where the states got pushed canceled over on Spartan. Yep. We had so many hype videos on that thing, hyping that thing up. They know what we're capable of doing. They were terrified of it. They didn't even basically, we never got a chance to make the product. Like literally, they were so terrified of it. They canceled orders right before it even got out. I'm like, oh heck no, you putting that much hype into it, it's going to be a nightmare. I can't wait for the game. Oh, I got a game to buy. I'm getting that game. I like that game. The one with the shooter, the girl with the guns on it. I'm getting that game today. That's going to look amazing on that paint. That's why I'm getting it at this 150-inch screen. Yeah. So I had to record the video because, again, like I said, the screen literally turns black. I had to record the video because I'm looking at myself like, I'm trying to see if I'm actually, maybe I might have lost my mind in the process. I don't know. It's a blessing from God. But sometimes blessings can be so far up there that you start questioning them at one point, like, that can't be real. But it is real. It's sitting right over there, and it actually does exactly what it's designed to do. So I had to record this thing, and I took it around to a bunch of people, like, hey, are you seeing the same thing I'm seeing? Like, yeah, we're seeing it. What the freak is that? Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. Even the buddy was like, can you imagine if you actually converted that to a car paint? Yeah, that would be interesting. But that'd be dangerous too on top of that, because you would never know what color the car is. That's almost as bad as having a car painted in Venta Black. What makes Venta Black so dangerous, if you look at a car, you can see detail to it, shape, form to it. The Venta Black erases that. You can't see any of it because it's literally that black. There's no shape to it, so you can't see this thing. If it's standing right in front of you, you really can't see it. You can't make it out the shapes on it. That's what makes it, Venta Black's dangerous. But the military had that stuff, man, it'd be impossible to find something with that stuff. They're black, they absorb tons of light on top of that, so yeah. Probably just have a military contract. You know, we're gonna keep it simple. That's one woman asked me, I said, you're gonna make it, companies will buy this. You just sell out, make some good money. I said, no, everybody. We got the orange air fresheners today. One's already in. It smells so orangey in here. Extra orangey in here. You're scratching. Got the new. Got his new Hey, so I get in there building a dam in there, and you're freaking litter box. He gets litter in it. So he gets litter. We do a change out 3 times a week. 3 times a week is change out, and we get a chance to choose what we're going to choose for our freshies. The freshies. We got the orange freshies. I'm going to be working. I'm just taking some time off. The orange freshies. The orange ones are good. I like it. They got one called T-shirt, which is actually pretty interesting. And we got to go to Bad Bath and Beyond to get those right there. Those particular ones. Don't try to burn 2 at the same time. You'll give yourself a headache. So right now, they can smell it out in the hallway. The oranges. Is got oranges in there? Like, I got orange scent or the orange scent. Then we got the air cleaner to make the air crisp and crispy. It's just like aromatherapy. Allows you to relax. Meditate within oneself. What are you doing? What are you doing up there? What are you doing? What's my scratching? What are you doing right there? It's making a whole lot of mess right there, aren't you? Ooh. Had a fun dinner, didn't you? All brand new litter, all happy. Got 4 bags here. And that's what's beautiful about this place, I'll tell you. Because I've seen a couple places that allow them to have this emotional support register animals in here. He's emotional support register. I have lung disease. I can register the I got signatures by doctors, so yeah. He's registered. He was registered when I was over in Haventown when I had the lung disease. So yeah, he's registered. I can take it anywhere I want. And I won't, in government buildings right in the backpack. But it's beautiful that the place we have here, that they allow you to have more support animals here. And a few dogs in here and stuff like that, so it's pretty cool. People who have their dogs with them all the time. And they're not vicious animals, they're real nice. You can't have any vicious animals, but they're real nice. See other animals in here. It's happy to see other animals, which is pretty cool. So I think it's nice that they allow you to bring your animals in here, your emotional support animals in. And see, that's what I'm talking about. These are the kind of people who give me inspiration over. When I do my buildings, I want to have people who bring their animals in. And even if it's not emotional support, still bring it in. Some people don't feel comfortable leaving their dogs and cats at home. You bring them in there. That'd be cool. Got your furry friend right next to you while you're doing some work. You can bring it in if you have a cat and you have to bring in a litter for cat. You can bring it in there as long as you keep it clean. That's all that matters. Keep it clean. That's all that matters. But other than that, you can have them in there. And if you have the dog, we put a dog park out there too. Take your dog out there or your cat or whatever. I would put a dog park at my job facility. They can bring their animals out there. But you know, naysayers look at it like, oh, you know, you didn't get. I got permission on everything. On top of that, you just have to make statements that at the end of the day that he smells. My cat is fresher than you. I've seen y'all places at the end of the day. I swear, no, no. Y'all have no room to talk about somebody's place being dirty at the scene. No, no. Made my skin crawl. Made my skin crawl. And everybody talking about somebody else's place. Y'all gotta have the throwing rocks at people who live in glass houses. Now knowing you live in a glass house yourself. That cat's cleaner than them. Ain't that right, Taco? That's right. Cleaner than them. I was going to do a segment on taking care of the office because some people are asking questions about having their animals in the office. You're good, man. You're good. That's about having your animals in the office place. Ain't that right, Mr. Taco? Look at you, man. How clean he is. As an air cleanup, this is what you have right here. This is what you get. One of these babies right here. This is air purifier, air cleaner. Cleans everything up. Anything he sheds, right here, this baby. On top of that, he's got a spray we put on him that collects all his hair. I got that from my sister because she had a German Shepherd. Ooh. And over here, behind my desk, where I don't use any, it stacks up back here. This is Taco's litter box. We did his business on his first sink tray of fresh litter that he gets every, I think 3 times a week. We change him out 3 times a week on his fresh litter. Yes. And then over here, we have an air cleaner. That's an air cleaner right there. That cleans the air. We have air cleaners in here. And next to this, we have our orange air freshener. That smells absolutely delicious. Wait till you put the cinnamon in. Gee whiz, it makes you crave rice pudding all the time or anything with cinnamon in there. Ain't that right, Taco? And then, over here, this is Taco's carrying bag. We take him from A to B in this baby all the time. That's his little bag right there, little bubble window, and you can look out of it. And got a little air breathing area on this side right here, little ventilation holes and stuff like that. So, in the wintertime, he's in the lift all the time. So we try, we go to lift. Don't worry about that. That's his little blanket he like to lay on, his little toys. His favorite one is the Mousy Mouse. This is a Fishy Fish. This is Leo the Lion, which you can see he's got a couple fights with Leo. And I don't know what this is right here. I think you know where the scratching post is. And then to make sure Taco doesn't scratch on my furniture, but he's trained not to touch the furniture, he has this beautiful, epic scratching post that's supported by my weights. When I use them, I put them up, and I can lift weights for a little bit. I always bring weights everywhere I go, because I like to stay in shape. This is his epic water dish, which is a dog dish, because he eats a lot. Yeah, you. So we got his food dish here. I actually need more food in there because I'm about to see the bottom of that. And he snaps when you don't see the bottom. Like, why am I seeing the bottom? Why is my dish empty? This right here, which we're working on, this is his den. I got to finish getting it fixed up because we got a bookcase over top of it. There's a little area down here. He likes to be in his little den. He makes his biscuits right here with this biscuit maker right here. And he has to have it covered up. It has to be covered up because for Taco, it has to feel like a cave. Not, you don't like to be in there. You have to be in this dark little cave in there. With the right, Taco? So, yes. And he doesn't spray in any of the corners or nothing. No, he goes right to his little box every single time. Every single time. And look at my chair. See my chair here? See how it has no scratch marks in it? Nothing at all? Not a thing? No scratches at all? Period? Because Taco's trained Taco doesn't scratch up chairs or leather furniture or nothing. He goes to his scratching post every single time. I had a leather sofa in that house, and not once did he ever walk over and touch that sofa. The owner came in here. He's surprised. He's expecting to get he's a cat guy. He's expecting to see a couple of scratch marks in the chair, but not one. Not one scratch. Not one. Nope. He's very clean. I don't catch him on top of the cabinets. None of that. None over there. He don't walk up on top of that. He don't walk on the nothing. That's me making that mess. Nothing. At all, period. Never had that issue, ever. So, there you go. Little tour of Taco's land right there. So, when you sit there and say, oh, the place must be dirty, and cat, you may be dirty at the end of the day. My cat's cleaner than you. He even has special treats in here to keep his teeth nice and white. And so his breath smells nice. Yes, sirree. I'm going to charge it. I'm charging my little vacuum cleaner in here. So, yeah. They just felt at the end of the day that, oh, you must... No. You don't know how to do cats, do you? I do. Basically, you put a lining in there because there's a freshener in the lining. And then basically his cat is just his cat litter is designed for multi-cats. He's just one cat, but for multi's extra strength. And you'll have to change that out 3 times out of a week. When we're done, I change out once a month. 3 times a week, change it. And you got the new one that has it clumps. Which means that he's not tracking cat litter out. Sometimes they take cat litter with them in their paws, and you'll find cat litter everywhere. That stuff is designed so you don't have to track it all over the place. It stays right in that dish where it belongs at. I think meeting is not a bad idea. I'll mess with it later on. So, they felt the need to attack a poor defenseless cat. But remember, to understand this, God gave me that cat. So when you attack that cat, we attack him. Let's see how that works out for you. Oh, it's not working out for you. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. I got a collection of air scents. Man, these things are amazing. They're amazing. I don't think I'm going to do the cinnamon again. Cinnamon had me craving freaking rice pudding. And man, every time I come out, cookies, cakes, whatever. Yeah, not good. Alright, this is in here pretty good. That's in there pretty good. Reinforcers in there pretty good. Man. We got the back of it's already done. We got no more funnels to put in. Just wait for parts. That's it. The case is already built. We just have to wait for parts. And we have to paint it out. Right now, we don't have any paint because eventually, you know, Family Dollar's out. And every place else I looked at doesn't have paint. So I have to go and order from probably Amazon to black it out because we still have to pay it. So we blacked out. There's no black paint anywhere. I think of a place right now. Somebody. It's got to have. You know, our place is around here. Nothing has black paint. I want to black this thing out and be done with it. Man. There's no place around. I gotta go to Home Depot. All the way for freaking like a can of black paint. You better be kidding me to black this thing out. Alright, I don't have to order something from Amazon. I gotta go and get something from there. Look at you, you little monster. What are you doing? Don't get me wrong. Anybody getting up there and saying, hey, you said it's cat's clean. No, not you. If you're not on my channel acting up and being a fool, you're just on here watching and enjoying yourself, hey, happy to see you. Hello. No, we had people, naysayers, that were talking about my cat. I mean, literally, a cat. They're kids. They're little kids at the end of the day. My cat. I'm trying to say that tacos this and tacos that, whatever. Being nasty. Guess they're trying to get to me, trying to make me upset. I know, technically, I've seen the inside of your place, especially Williams. Good gracious, what the freak, man. Vacuum cleaner. And you going out and buying stuff, you best in a freaking vacuum cleaner, one of the electric mops, something in there, and trash bags, please, because that, whatever that going on in that cabinet, you got so many containers that God know in there, I don't even know. God know what was in there. It's just, oh, my goodness, I swear. I see this apartment, I get the itching to clean it myself, I swear. You ever seen a place so dirty, you want to clean it yourself? Like, oh my goodness, man, I'm washing dishes so bad, it's not even funny. All my anxiety's triggered off. And he can get mad at me and go, oh, I'm not being nasty. Like, his face was literally that nasty. When that camera came on, and I saw it, I was like, what the freak? Who in the front of the room? Right in the front of me, got boxes and trash bags. Like, wow. It's like hoarders, the beginning stage of hoarders, like, going on in there. I know I've seen this guy before. There's a guy on his channel who literally had piles and piles and piles of stuff stacked on top of each other. It was freaking horrendous in there. It was. I think he's the same person. He looked exactly the same. But anyway, yeah, that environment is freaking trifling. And then the mask he wears. Oh my goodness, that makes me sick. It makes me throw up. Because when you have to watch those masks. You have to watch them. And that mask, like, it probably hasn't been washed in day in a life. It's just, oh man, you breathing in bacteria. Bacteria's going back down your throat. That's nasty, man. Why do you wear that mask all the time anyway? It's kind of weird. I'm not saying it's weird to wear a mask at the end of the day, but, you know, I mean, heck, I got lung disease. I don't even wear one. Well, I don't got lung disease anymore. That's gone. Well, yeah. That's, I don't know. Anyway, you need to clean that apartment up. That apartment is trifling. It is trifling. Both of them are trifling apartments. I ain't trying to be rude, but you saw in the pictures. Come on, man. You got stacks and boxes and stuff. Storage units, something. Clean that place out. Get something. Storage units or something. And don't be making your skin crawl. Make my skin crawl. I walked into a couple places before, like, nope, I ain't going over the threshold. I'm not walking over it. I don't want to touch anything in there. I couldn't even do hoarders cleanup. I couldn't do it. No way in the world. I get a flamethrower. No, we're going to do this the easy way. You're just going to burn this place to the ground. There's no way in the world I could walk up in there. I'd be terrified something might go up my nose or something. And their places are pretty bad, too. You want to clean all that up. Somebody got to do it, you know what I mean? But I can't do it. No way in the world. Man, all those cans and bottles, and you don't got no cabinets or nothing to put anything in. I build cabinets in here, and I got to put my stuff in. And they'll probably get mad about that. Like, oh, you talked to my place. Well, no, let me tell you something. Before you turn the camera on, go on YouTube, you may want to tidy up a little bit. I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm not saying because you say nasty stuff about me, I really don't care at the end of the day because it doesn't faze me, but you do need to clean your place up. I'm not trying to be rude or nasty at the end of the day. You need to clean your place up. Jeez. And people are like that. They will get mad at you. Their place would be all a roach heaven up in there. And they'll sit there and go, oh, my place ain't dirty. How dare you talk about me? Really? Seriously? Got roaches in here from Fallout. Second's got their own freaking zip code attached to them and everything. I saw one of the license plate. And they will sit there and get mad at you about it. Curse you out because it's your fault. Oh yeah, it's my fault that I was too lazy to wash a dish, and it's been sitting in the freaking sink since 1985. I ain't trying to be rude, but gee whiz, if you're going to basically put people on blast and do something, I think you might want to start by cleaning up the apartment a little bit. We got living entities in there right now. Let me do this part right here. We doubled up on this one. We didn't cut that corner piece right. Gee whiz. Cut that corner piece a little better. Gotta the liquid cooling system is going to go on top, but I don't need to press. Don't need to press. Is this good? It's not going to press. Oh, so this is sturdy. Let me get the sturdy end. It was nice and pressed. Okay, good. Oh, get mad at me at the end of the day. No, man, I'm just being real with you 100%, you know. Just clean it up. Your landlord will go up there and be like, nope, this is rat festation. Because you will attract them. They will come. Yes, they will. They will come, and they never come alone. That's one thing I did when They were redoing the neighborhood, gentrifying the neighborhood, and all those old houses they had in there were rats living in them old houses for years and years and years. So I knew when they tore down them houses, they had to go somewhere. I started feeding all the cats in my neighborhood. I was buying bags of cat food, and I was pouring it all outside of my porch, everywhere. Everywhere. And somebody said, what you doing there? You're going to draw rats in. No. Because cats spray. They spray everywhere. They mark their territory everywhere. And they come up on that area and they start spraying cats. And rats ain't going up there. There's cats up there. There's a higher predator up there. They're not going to be bothered with that. And that's what kept the rats out of my spot. Everybody else had to call extermination units because they were out getting into their spots. But nope. I put that cat food everywhere. I never had a problem with mice, rats, nothing. Because those cats were out there, they were spraying and marking their territory. The other cats are out there, and those rats come up there and smell that scent, and they ain't going over there. So that's how I kept them out. That was my trick to keep them out. Something like when you have, a friend of mine had a rat problem. A rat problem is easy to get rid of. Very easy. You don't have to set a lot of traps. Simple. Get a large basin, big basin, and you basically take some Vaseline, or basically you can take shortening, and you rub it on the inside, all on the inside of it, and you fill that with water. Put a little oil in the water, shortening on the inside, and saturate that water with a lot of oil in it. And you got to make a way for them to get there. Put a little peanut butter up there. They like to taste the peanut butter. Put a little taste of peanut butter to draw them in, and they drop right in there. Now what happens is they're trying to scratch and claw to get out of there, but they can't get out of it because the sides are smeared with Vaseline, and that oil in the water saturates their fur and causes them to drop right to the bottom like stones. Yep, come in there, and all you got to do is just pour out the water. You got a whole bunch of rats in there waiting for dead rats, waiting for you. Every time it works. Every single time. That's how you get rid of them. They'll fall right in. They'll fall right in, and they'll try to get out. They can't, because the sides are greased, and the only way to get out, they can't get any traction. But all that oil in there, the saturation oil gets in that skin, and they drop like rocks. Yep, they're drowned. I drowned a whole bunch of them like that. All right, Templeton, time for you to go. Charlotte's not having it anymore. So Templeton had to go. Now, people got pet rats to be upset with me about that. Like, how dare you? How dare. To each his own. Some people like spiders. They think spiders are fantastic. The rest are like, oh, heck no. I see anything that big in my house, it gotta go. So what's more scarier? Finding the spider or watching the spider disappear and not know where it's at? I don't know. Or you bring in another predator to take out another predator. Usually that works. And again, sometimes that could backfire on you. But I think everybody in their part of their state got some kind of weird bug. It's funny that people who move over there find out about, like, what the freak? You got flying freaking cockroaches out here? Really? I ain't used to that. I'm not. You get used to it. No, I ain't used to that. But I say, before you move out there, research it. Like, hey, what the freak do you guys got out here in your ecosystem? We got these things called copperhead snakes. These things can crawl up on land. No, I'm good. I'm good. Not gonna work for me. I think the only thing with Florida is the alligators for me. Now, them suckers will come up there and crawl right through your patio. You find them in your house. You would do it when you find them in your house. Like, how do they keep people keeping their dogs and stuff from missing? Because again, you know, freaking, that's a gator at the end of the day. Dog ain't gonna stand a chance against that. I remember we had a whatchamacallit on, somebody was showing a gator they killed this gator. They came up there, came after their dog, and they shot him and killed him. And so, of course, you always get that one person that's like, oh, that's wrong. That's wrong. How is that wrong? That's his dog at the end of the day. I'm telling you, gator pop up there, I'm going to get myself some new boots, a belt, a briefcase, and I'm going to cook it and eat it. And some gator stew. And she got really upset over it. Like, that's just a movie she made. Okay, so let me get this right. So you're laying up there relaxing, and a gator pops up in your face. You gonna let it eat you? Or are you gonna defend yourself? All right then, that's his dog at the end of the day. I'm gonna kill that sucker. And take it, as I said before, and skin it. Cook that sucker. You ever had gator meat before? It's really good. So I had a gator cheesesteak. Ain't that bad. It all tastes like chicken. All of it tastes like chicken. But she thought that was humane. Like the snake incident, where a person had all these snakes in their house. I said, well, in their basement, they found a bunch of snakes in their basement. She said, well, you know, killing them is wrong. How about you go move down there with them snakes? You go there and go live with them snakes. Ain't no way in the world. Besides, sorry to burst your bubble for people like snakes, but snake is a cursed creature. It is. It's the only creature in the animal kingdom that got cursed by God. Because it took the form of the devil. Entered into the Garden of Eden. And snakes are cursed. So if you got a snake, you got a cursed creature in your house. I don't allow them in my house at all, period. No, but that's not true. Okay, whatever. But you can't have it in here. Can't. Nope. I forbid them. It's a cursed creature. You know, snakes used to walk upright on their tails. They used to walk upright. Boy, that'd been freaky, man. Can you imagine seeing a freaking like 20-foot python walking upright on his tail? Yeah. That's an easy target to hit you at them. They can just come down and just grab you. But anyway, yeah, they used to walk upright. And they decided to let the devil, because the devil couldn't get in. He couldn't get into the Garden of Eden. No way for him to get in, but he could get into an animal. An animal could let him in. And I guess he must have asked everybody, and they said no. And he asked the snake, and the snake said sure. And he took the form of a snake, and that's how he got in. And then basically, of course, God found out. Man got cursed. Freaking woman got cursed, and the snake got cursed. The snake's curse was that he was going to crawl on his belly and eat the primal dust of the earth to the end of his days, and that's what he does. He crawls on the ground. It's the primal dust. He's cursed. He's a cursed creature. Only one of the creatures that were in the garden of God's creatures that were cursed. So, not one got cursed. All species of snakes got cursed. They're like, no, that's not possible. You know, I think it's a good guy. He's a good guy. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Portal to the devil. I'll tell you that much. Because, again, that's how he got in. Came in through a snake. A friend of mine, he's a huge snake fan. At the end of the day, he is not like this conversation we have. Because I don't believe that. Look it up. It's in the Bible. Snakes are evil creatures. And the devil was able to access one to get into the Garden of Eden. So imagine how bad it is that not that particular snake was cursed. The entire species of all snakes were cursed with that curse. That's pretty bad. So you know it had to be pretty bad. So if your snake is just staring at you like, oh, look at him. He loves me. You never know what's staring at you inside of that snake that's staring at you. If you want to argue with me about that, I'm not arguing with you about it. It's in the Bible. Read it for yourself. If you don't want to believe the Bible, then hey, when the time comes you pass off this earth, you can ask the man himself. Have a conversation. If you're able to do that, because he might just look at you and say he never knew you, so you may never get that chance. But you know, he's the one that can tell you. He's the one that cursed the creature, cursed the snake. So yeah. So let me get this straight. Who would have more authority on a snake, you or God? He made it. He made the snake. So, again, you didn't make a snake, did you? Now, technically, no, you can't make one, but you can basically have one, breed one, but you can't make it. And we know more about that species since it did make it. That'd be God too, right? There you go. So it says in the Bible that he cursed that snake. And guess what? It's cursed. That's why I don't allow them in my place at all, period. I'm not even around those things at all, period. Snake is a cursed creature. Snake is the only cursed creature out of the animal kingdom. It's right there. Like it or not. People love snakes. I hate to say it. Genesis 3:14. God addressed at the surface, at the follow, becoming one of the things You are a cursed one out of all the dominant animals. Out of all the wild beasts of the field, upon your belly you will go, and dust is what you will eat all the days of your life. They're cursed creatures. They're more cursed than any creature because they allowed the devil to enter your body. Bring a snake into your home, this will help you bring with you. Think about that. You bring the devil in with you, or whatever. Anything that's allowed to enter into his body. Now, mind you, the Garden of Eden was a fortress. Nothing can get through it, right? But the animals were able to pass in and out of it. The devil couldn't walk in there. No way in the world could pass through there. So he used an animal. He went through all of them. I'm pretty sure he went through all of them. They said, no. No. You can't use me at the end of the day. No. But the snake said yes. And that's why, if you think about it, if he was able to pass through the Garden of Eden and you have a snake in your home, what else is able to pass through? So we were never ever allowed to have snakes. Ever allowed to have them. They're a creature that you can't trust. Definitely can't trust them. And people have stories about people having pythons and pythons wrapping around their owners and crushing them to death. Swallowing them, consuming them. Snakes can't be trusted because they are cursed. Yeah. Even when it talks about the devil, it calls him the serpent. That old demon, the old devil, the serpent. Talk about the serpent. All with snakes. Yeah. That's a long curse when you think about it. Man, we're cursed too. That's what I said. Your body's cursed. You're cursed. Because of the fault of Adam and Eve, you're cursed. The snake is cursed. You're cursed. Earth is cursed. Everything is cursed. Everything dies on this planet. Everything dies, decays. Nothing lasts forever. It's all cursed, all of it. It has good sides of it too, but you have to remember it's a curse. We're living in a cursed world. Because at one point, before that happened, we had immortality. We had extremely high IQs. What we would call today superpowers, that's what we had back then. And that's first started, because again, we were super beings. And we messed it up. So when people get mad and say, oh, God's putting this. No. Everything was perfect. We messed it up. We really messed it up. So you can't get mad at God because of hurricanes and tornadoes and all this stuff. Because the planet you live on right now is cursed. So we messed it up. Technically, truthfully, this is going to ruffle some feathers. And again, I understand how people preach and they don't want to say certain things because they're afraid of hurt other people's feelings, but it is what it is. I get arguments with my sisters all the time over this, but it's the truth. Sorry, ladies. You triggered it. You did. Now, I know you want to get mad at me at the end of the day. You can call me every name in the book, but you triggered it. Because again, if you had stayed away from that tree, that's all you had to do. You had everything. This is why people sit there and say that women can never be satisfied. Because of that. They go back to that era. Because again, you had everything. Literally everything. Everything. Literally. Immortality. You had freaking everything. Literally. It's kind of hard to say that because you don't really have everything. Even if you are rich, you still don't have everything. You don't have immortality. You will die. So you don't have everything. We had everything. thing. And you were not supposed to eat from one tree, the tree of knowledge. That's it. That's all, one tree. And the snake came in, and I guess Adam wouldn't listen. It went to Eve. And Eve listened. And Eve ate from the tree. She's the first to eat from the tree. She was awoke. She coached Adam, and Adam ate too. And now he was woke. When God walked into the garden, they ran from him. And he asked, "Why did you run?" He said, "Because we're naked." And he said, "Who told you you were naked? How would you know this?" And he knew he ate from the tree. He said, you would die, but not die on that level. Die as in basically you're cursed. So when a woman gets upset at the end of the day, look, can't get mad about that. You guys kind of triggered all this. Cause and effect came from you guys, but then we listened, mind woman, and we got cursed too. So I get women that get mad at me about that. It's in the Bible. It's right there. You don't call yourself a God-fearing woman, but you want to skip parts out of the Bible. That's what happens when people do. They want to talk about God-fearing people, but they want to skip things out of the Bible to satisfy their own justice in the whole thing. You have to accept it all, whether you like it or not. It is what it is. You can't change it at all, period. It's what it is. It's what it is. Stop beating around the bush and people stop changing things in the Bible. It's very dangerous to do. You're not supposed to add or take anything from it. It is what it is. You have to accept it. So yeah, when women get mad at me and argue with me like, "No, you don't know what you're talking about. And we didn't do that." Yeah, you did. It's right there. And if God wasn't merciful and he didn't forgive you, you'd be gone. He could have destroyed Eve, and he could have destroyed Adam, just like that. He could have, that's it, wiped out the bloodline. And it means you wouldn't be here. None of us would be here at all. There'd be Noah, there'd be none of that. Jesus wouldn't have the need to come down here. None of that would ever happen. You'd be gone. And he could have brought a people in that could serve him only, with one purpose, to serve him only. But he didn't do that. He gave man options. Man had options from the day of first one. He had options. You had an option: don't touch, stay away from that tree, and live in paradise, or touch a tree and be cursed for the rest of your life. We had options from day one. That's why you have to understand how beautiful this is, because you don't understand. This is a God of supreme power, all right? He can make it so that you will worship him no matter what. No, you don't have an opinion. You don't have an option to say, "No, I don't want to choose this religion and that religion," even though he can take that from you. And you can only serve him only. Imagine having that much power at the end of the day. Just have options to choose when it doesn't even have to be that way. And he knows you're going to defy him. He knows everything. He knows you're going to mess up. He knows you're going to make mistakes. I know you're going to do this and do that. You're going to basically denounce his name. You're going to curse him and whatever. He knows you're going to do all this. But yet he still gave you an option. So when the time comes and you see his face, he says, "Hey, what'd you do with my time while you're on the earth? Oh, you did all this stuff, right? Well, I can't complain about it. I gave you an option." There you go. That's what I find fascinating about God. He could have made us just to worship him only, but he didn't. He gave you an option to choose. When people sit there and say at the end of the day, "Well, all this is happening because of God. We're having earthquakes and because of God." No. It's because of you. Us. That's why. That's why. That's why it's all happening. Because you're in a cursed world. None of this stuff ever existed. None of these diseases, no decay, no death, none of this stuff. You see the way animals are made? Look at animals. Look at bears. Bear does not exactly scream a vicious, horrible creature until you actually walk up on top of it and then you find out. If you look at that thing from a distance, you never saw a bear, like, wow, big old fluffy teddy bear over there. They look like giant fluffy teddy bears. That thing ain't got like giant horn protruding out of his head and giant freaking haunting bat wings and huge massive claws, huge fangs coming. It don't look like that. It looks like a giant fluffy bear. Look at lions and tigers. They look like fluffy bears. They buy them for kids' toys and kids hug those things and go to sleep with a giant fuzzy bear or a teddy bear. That the real thing, if you did bump into them, it's a complete opposite of what you basically went to sleep with when you were a kid. So you can see it was a creature was never meant to be a threatening animal. Until you had the fall, and yeah. But they were never like that. When you look at it, it doesn't say exactly. I'm a nightmare come to life. It's a bear. Tigers, everything. They're not designed like they could. You have it this way. Any dragons on the planet? No, huge things with large claws, demon-like eyes, huge fangs, teeth, breathing fire, stuff like that. We're gonna get floating around? No, we do not. So a creature like that is made for what it's made to do. Actually, it's strictly extreme horror, like the Leviathan, designed to scare the crap out of you. That's what they're designed to do. They're not made to be friendly. But if you look at bears and everything, and giraffes and all that stuff, these animals all over the world, yeah, they're friendly. And for somebody to sit there and say, giraffes are very, very violent, extremely violent. They've been known to chase people for miles. They're very violent. Polar bears, violent. Even koala bears, they are violent. They're designed to attack us. Some of them, you can maybe, if you raise them from the baby, some of them get that process. And some of them remember and they go back, like Siegfried and Floyd. Remember that whole thing with the tiger incident? Yeah, there you go. We knew that was coming sooner or later, but yeah, they kept pushing it. It's a wild creature at the end of the day. It's more than just a wild creature. It's a creature at one point that didn't have the ability to attack a man. Because Adam and Eve were around all these animals, and they never were attacked. They didn't know anything about death. They didn't know anything about destruction. They didn't know about killing or murder. Now, all that's changed. Now, go jump over at Lion Civic now and see what happens to you. You have to come out the same way you came in. If you do, they're allowed to come out again at all, period. Look at gorillas. Monkeys, certain animals are basically more domesticated. But those tigers and lions and all those other animals, they were domesticated at one point. If they weren't domesticated, they would be a threat to Adam and Eve. And they had nothing to fear because, again, none of that existed. Yeah. Yeah. Should a woman be treated differently because that happened? No. You have to respect the woman. You have to. It speaks in the Bible. You have to respect the woman, we must respect the man. It's both half and half. Because you're going to have problems at the end of the day for not respecting the woman. And some get caught up in the Bible too much and think the woman's there to serve man. That's too much. I do want to build a rocket ship and go to another planet. I'll tell you, if they ever came out with the ability to be to teleport to another planet, I'm the first one in. If I die in the process, I'm good. At least I went out in the way I wanted to. I'm bored of the rock. I got something for some of these brainiacs on the planet. Freaking, this guy made Tesla. I can't think of his name right now. Bill Gates and Elon Musk. How about you building us teleport transportation? What is it called? The holodeck. Could you build one of those? That would be nice. When you guys got the money at the end of the day, I would love to be able to have a holodeck. Or visit some kind of a coming attraction with a holodeck. Whoever watches Star Trek, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That put VR to shame. On so many levels, it's not even funny. Matter of fact, it puts projection screens, TV screens, it puts all of that to shame. If you never heard of the holodeck, look it up. You watch an episode on it, you'd be shocked, like, wow, how come we don't have that technology? Yeah, how come we don't? You're not just playing the game, you are part of the game. You are the game. And they got levels to it. Right? There's levels that you put on the hard level, you're actually dying one of these things. Because you can't have that. People get messed up. And yeah. That would be hot. A holodeck setup? That'd be crazy. you imagine playing Call of Duty? You ever seen the Call of Duty commercials? How they have people jumping in like they're really playing online? That's how it would be. And we just like that. Well, then the jet took off and fly. So you have an endless field of view. You're in a virtual holodeck. Now, as I said, these guys in the day, they're designing all this crazy stuff. How about you build one of those? Make it a theme park or something. I would love to see something like that. And you really could feel like you left the planet. For real. Can you imagine playing Fable? Or one of those? Oh man. Or playing Resident Evil? Y'all be running around the fly tapper all day long smacking people. That'd be cool. Build a holodeck, please. You got all that money, you got disposable income, build something like that. That'd be cool. The holodeck on Star Trek.
According to Wikipedia, the holodeck is a fictional device from the television franchise Star Trek which uses holograms to create a realistic 3D simulation of a real or imaginary setting, in which participants can freely interact with the environment as well as objects and characters, and sometimes a predefined narrative.
Yeah, we need one of those. Build one of those, okay? Get the Kraken Jackson. And that would be hot. That would be super hot. All this technology we got, we should be able to achieve that by now. I mean, we got advancements in VR. We should definitely be able to do this. Big room, and that stuff just goes endless on you. It's endless space, and you can say anything you want to the computer, and it brings up. Those of you not big on Star Trek. Oh, I'd love to have one of these things right here. Maybe dress on the role and everything, because it's funny because the AI in there are extremely intelligent. Like they'll literally have conversations. Not that stuff you look at, you got to ask random questions. They actually talk to you. You hit one of them, they'll attack you. It's interesting, man. It's crazy. You gotta watch it. You've never seen Star Trek, you gotta watch that episode in the holiday. It'll blow your mind. There you go. We need that. That's what we need. Definitely need one of those. Alright, let me see what we're doing here. Alright, did you finish the portal? No, we didn't finish the portal. Alright, get Kraken Jackson, because you got a portal to finish. Get that one done. And you get the button up here. You can put that on there. We're working on that part right there for another PC. Grrr. 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 Alright. A chance to take a little break for a minute. I'm sitting there, forgot all the stuff I got to do right now. Got to. Well, I can't put that in until we get the fans for that one. We got to take that apart and color that right there. Got to finish whitening this whole thing and finish pasting this thing up. Then we got to basically finish. I had to glue the button on there because that came off. Got to put that thing back on again. Yeah. And I do want to play around with that screen a little bit more. I got to buy a video game in a few minutes because there's something else I'm going to play on the gaming system. Something right there. So yeah. Oh, mother freaking Jerry's ghost. Wait. No, that doesn't make any sense. No, get. Go off there. Why are you not working on that? Oh, come on. How did that move that fast? It couldn't move that fast. Come on. It's gotta be here. It's gotta be this way. Already moved. Alright, I'm about to say, what the heck? I know I put the thing in the first time. Get off there, please. Move. Up the button. Off the button. Try to do some repairs on something real quick. Man, I tell you. This is what I want to do. I'm going to take one of these things apart because I'm going to modify mine. I want to modify my water cooling. So, can you take these things apart? I'm going to have to get one and take it apart. See what we can do with it. But you're going to modify it. Every sailing, one day, beyond the sea, one day, waiting for me. Yes, you could. I don't know. It takes too long to do it, though. Let's do more work. There's always more work. There's always more work. There's always more work. There's always more work. No matter what. There's always more work. So why is this system not running? Well, the motherboard takes a driver. Yeah, that over there. And this doesn't have an optical drive on it. So I had to order the optical drive. So basically I can hook it up and be able to load the driver. That will allow us to operate the motherboard. That will allow us to be able to play the game. It works. Comes on. Only problem is that they put drivers. None of these are drivers. These are all basically ready to go. This is the only one that took a freaking driver. Now we got it basically with the motherboard in there because none of this stuff will work without it. And it won't cut on without it. Hey, why? Why? In a decade of time, we don't even use them anymore. Optical drive. We put a driver in. Whew. And I went through all this just to get the RGBs on here. I had to figure out how to get the adapter pieces. Got the adapter pieces. I get a separate piece to connect it to because somehow it was powered to that case. I finally get it all together and then get the motherboard. And the motherboard acts up and then get the motherboard fixed. Then it breaks down again. Then I scrap that one. I get a new motherboard in here. And then we finally get everything hooked up to run everything at the power to play the game. And boom! Freaking need the driver. I'm like, mother freaking George. I'm like, okay, we'll play that game of madness. At least we got everything working, so shuts on and off quickly. This one has the same power button, which is down here. Which again, I have to mount that button too on top of that. all that, and for that to happen. But you know, it's not a bad thing because at least at the end of the day, you know how to repair your stuff. You know, it's better that you had these problems that pop up because then it gives you the ability to repair your own stuff. I can't wait to do my PlayStation setup. I can't wait for that, man. Man, PlayStation in a retro box. Oh, that's gonna be sick. Definitely gonna be sick. I want to keep it as classy as I possibly can. I'm doing the whole paint job in the original PlayStation. Now, I got a buddy of mine who's mods controls and all that stuff. I'm gonna see if he can take the original PlayStation controller and modify it so I can play basic games with it on the new system. That'd be nice. That would have been nice. See, that's a limited edition. If they would have made some kind of makeshift controller that looked like the original one, that'd be sick. You know, when he came with that unit, yeah, that would definitely would have made it original. I just don't see paying all that money for a case. I really don't see it. So I'm making my own. I'm going to make my own. I'm going to put mine in an original case for the PlayStation. Cardboard case. You've been struck by. You've been struck by. Yep. I'm gonna have a nice platform for it. In each platform, each corner, I'm gonna have something that represents that PlayStation at that particular time that made it great. Crash Bandicoot was definitely one of them. Definitely gotta have Crash in there. That silly monster. Definitely gotta have Crash in there. Can you imagine if their dogs actually were like Crash Bandicoot? That'd be funny as on what. What the frick is wrong with your dog? I'd be the Tasmanian devil. Play, 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 play. Come play. Alright, what we got going on next? This is all the ports are done for this one. It's finished. Oh, man. I gotta put the thing for this one and be done with it. Get some glue for that. Oh, the grippies. The grippies. Now, if it doesn't know, what about that giant hole over there? That's nothing. We just put a piece of cardboard over that, glue that right in there, put a slot there so it slides right in there, and then basically frost job it up. Frost job it up. Frost job in there. I start working on this. Yeah, because we got this one. We got time. Usually PC bills take a bit, so this one's all ready to go for the button and all this stuff. Power supply for that, and we take this one out and putting this one out. Yeah, it's in there. We can get that ready. This one's already finished over here. We're doing 3 of these at the same. Actually, we still got the 2 up there. We got the arcade machine, and we got the Okay, that's buckling. We got the arcade machine, and we got the what's it called? The freaking nuclear jungle, which I found giant cockroaches, which I'm gonna definitely put those in there. Giant cockroaches, which I know I'm kind of surprised. In Fallout, they didn't talk a lot about those giant cockroaches. They didn't show them that much. I want to see more of those giant cockroaches. So now we're building the PCs a little bit smaller. Some food I got. We're building them a lot more smaller now, because much smaller. The ones were pretty big. That other one, that figure unit, that thing was huge. And I had to make them a little bit more smaller. Now they're more compact. They're more designed. This is the biggest one we have. I like this one. I like the way it's designed. I do like this one. So that's going to be our tower right there. These will be our low port. This one's a little bigger. That one's much smaller right there. All out of cardboard, people. Out of cardboard. I know we talk a lot about everything on here. Well, I talk a lot about everything. Thank you for listening to the madness sometimes. I do appreciate you listening to the madness. And we get a little off topic from time to time. I do appreciate. Shut down. Gotta bring this piece over here now. Come with me, and you'll see. Boom, 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 doo, 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 doo. Power supply is gonna come apart. I'm gonna color our power supply. Get ready for the next stage of this one. I did trim off the back of it because I thought it was just way too much for it. You know, I'm trying to keep these things basically, you know, really small, compact. Of course, they're all gonna be on wireless keyboard and mouse and stuff like that. I still can't laugh like that. It's just like, this is a chariot, a transporter of the golden gods. I swear. This is crazy. He is crazy like a fox. He is definitely crazy. The golden god. A transporter of champions. I think that's what they're, transporter of champions. God, get away from me. Get away from me. My anger is my anger is untethered and it knows no bounds, or something so crazy in there. It's just something crazy. But anyway, it's funny. It's not just a transporter. It's a transporter of champions. Or gods. Or gods. The transporter of gods, yeah. The golden god. They were real popular. The high school reunion went back. They weren't very popular. They thought they were popular, but they just weren't popular at all. People just did not like them at all, period. I think Mac was the only one. No, all of them. All of them were treated off here. They weren't treated, people didn't like them in high school. Hey, Tackle. I know you're hearing candy ruffles. It's a treat ruffle. That's my candy. Not snacks. Yeah! I go thinking everything's snacks. Snacks for this, snacks for that. Alright, let me see. I'm going to start wearing my yellow glasses when I'm inside because the monitors and the lights, they hurt my eyes. So I kind of have my glasses on. I call them my hunters. And every time I wear them out, people are like, "Dude, just come off the range?" Like, no, wear these glasses will work because freaking all this around here, and it's just bright in here. So having your face in front of a projector all day, it's lights over top are freaking bright as I don't know what. So yeah, they cause headaches left and right. And I had them in the basement, but I was in the basement all day long. I turned them off from time to time when I'm in the basement, but yeah, they're all the time in here. On. And I can adjust them, but I can't see what I'm doing on camera. Alright, now the PC is powered down. We're going to transport it over here to the transporter pallet we have here. Oops, sorry about that. Bumping crap out of you guys. And the buttons up there now, nice and sticky. Bam, bam, bam. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Hard drive right there. My tabs are working real nice with the hard drive. We got an ice job to do in here. We're here to get it done. Taco's down to giving the upside down furry face. Upside down furry face. Alright, and we got to do a lot of stuff. Oh, I forgot to buy the pads to level this off. Mother, Georgia, it's right in the store, Ken. Right in the store. We'll go back and get them tomorrow. That's what we'll do. Road trip tomorrow. Road trip tomorrow. We can't lock these down here yet due to the fact that we got a fan to put in there. Fan over here to put in here. So the whole power supply out and put the fan in. And for right now, let's get over this part right here. Yeah, clean it up a little bit because that's looking kind of rough. Rough. We have to order. Cause I tried to figure out where we're at. They had tea sauces in there, but they were all made out of China. I was like, no, that's not gonna work. And it's got to be plastic, cause yeah, I'm not putting no glass up in that dip. Not in that dippity doo all day. Let me see. Come here. What? Gotta get on that wire. That's kind of hard to do. I like Papa Roach. Connection, free connection, free connection, free connection. Well, free connection, people. Free connection. See? Easy. Ouch. Easy. Bam. That bad's covered up. That bad. And move some ice in there. Make it look all special. It'll be beautiful. See? Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I am tired of the mother jumper right now. I'm really tired. I'm running actually on nothing. I wish go home because I gotta knock out for a little bit. Whew. And what did it? What the freak did I eat that made me like this? Oh, I went to the Dominican store. Some Dominican food. They food be good though. They food be good. Question. You're Dominican, right? How? You get this food for free all day long? You get it for free. I think we get food for free all day. Was there a difference between the food? No, it's actually it's all the same. It really is. Because I asked that question before. There's some places where you eat food that it's not made exactly the same way they make it at home. Their food is made exactly the way they make it at home. And I've been in restaurants before. And it's a different way people make stuff at home when they make stuff at a restaurant. Two different ways. You're getting the real stuff when you're at home eating with them. You get somewhat real stuff when you're in the restaurant. But no. The Dominicans, Spanish, Puerto Rican, Mexican, all that food, it's the same way. Because I got friends that are Mexicans, the same way. And they eat their foods are made by their parents and stuff like that. And you're like, wow. Now, I'm not saying that it's not all the same. It's just put it this way. In a way, it's the same on how they make it, but some of them got special ingredients that they put in it. It tastes different. It tastes better. It's like I was telling you about over-the-counter paint. Same thing with food. Yep. I can get the same rice down there and go over there. And it tastes far better over there making that. They do something different with it. I know one thing. I've never gone to any of those spots. I like to eat Spanish food, all that stuff. I've never been disappointed, ever. Never been disappointed. The ones I'm tracking to the most are the mom and pops. The ones, the small shops, are the ones that got the most love. You pass some shops, you think because they don't got the high end like the big restaurants, you're missing out on the best meal of your life. I had one restaurant make me cry. Food was that freaking good. I was crying. Tears were coming down my eyes. Best food I ever had in my entire life. I wonder if they still there. I might pop over to Philly and go see if they still there. That was the best food. My ex was watching me cry in there. She said, that food's that good. I was like, I couldn't say nothing. It was like, I hate to put it this way, they make it a joke, and sometimes it can be true. It's like when Caucasians have season for the first time, and they start crying. It was like that moment right there. It was the best food I ever had. Don't get mad about that, because you know it's a true thing at the end of the day. I got friends of mine that are white. I got a lot of white friends, and they'll sit there and joke about it too. That they went to a cookout, and they had food, and it was the best thing they ever had. They had soul food for the first time. So I got friends that are white. So I don't sit there and go, oh, that's racist. Because no, I got friends that are Caucasian too, and they're white too. Matter of fact, I grew up with white friends. That's why I play hockey. But anyway, yeah, they go to a black barbecue. They don't. They have a ball. They have a ball. They have a ball. Yep. So yeah, they go over there and eat. Freaking pass out. Yeah, fell asleep. You got the itis. They wake back up again, eat again, and then they go back to sleep, get back up. Now we serving dessert and eating that too. Man, they having a ball over there. Some of them don't get that spicy food. And then you might, and for black people, we're used to having spicy food, but then we marry somebody outside our race, and their food is spicier than our food. We get jacked up all the time. Like I got a friend of mine married a woman from India. Yeah, you can eat all the hot food you want, but their curry ain't no joke over there. It ain't no joke. They eat them hot, spicy dishes. Jeez. You smell it in your eyes started watering up. And they just looking around watching the kids eat it like, what the freak? Yeah, you the only punk at the table. Anytime the kid, because they used to it. They conditioned for it. They had that one on that woman who she was from India. And the guy was a newscaster. He was a guy who's been around the world. You know, he was bragging about he's eating everything. She said, no, not the food we eat at the end of the day. No, you eat the stuff they make at the restaurant. It's different when it comes from the home. And she brought some up. Yeah, it was different, all right. He was upset. He was angry. His face was already burning up. Couldn't figure out why she could handle it. I'm conditioned for it. I've been eating it since I was a baby. Man, you'll find out. Why? This is not even enjoyable. Why would you even eat this? But yeah. But man, I tell you, the mom and pop stores, those little dives, those little tiny restaurants in the cut, that's where you're going to get the best food you ever had in your entire life. Ain't them big restaurants and 5 stars at the end of the day. You don't even feel love when you walk in those places. I never do. Walk in a 5-star restaurant, I don't feel love in there. It's commercial. That's what it feels like. Nothing but commercial. And I go to one of these little mom and pops in the day. It's like walking into somebody's home that cares about you. That's what it feels like. Not same setting, different setting. That's where you'll find some of the best food ever. That's where they talk about Ramsay. Ramsay didn't find the best dish he ever had in his entire life from a 5-star. He found it from a small little mom and pops. He ate everything on that plate. Didn't make a sound. Ate everything on that plate. It was the best meal he ever had. He talked about it. Look it up. Best restaurant that he ever been to. Little mom and pops. Food was made from the heart. That's why it tastes like his mom's cooking. Because mom's cooking is made from the heart. So yeah, he said, man, he ate everything on the plate without even saying a word. Best meal you ever had. So, African-American woman made this food for him. And it wasn't a fancy restaurant or nothing. It was just a regular like mom and pops to it. When they had the best food he ever had in his life. Those are the places that got the best food. You'll skip them places because you don't think they got the fancy food like the fancy places. You're missing on the best meal you ever had in your life. I'll be hunting for them Jones. Found a bunch of them down here. Found a bunch of Dominicans, Mexican dishes, Mexican food, Dominican food, all that stuff. I found all of those spots. That's the first thing I do when I connect into a neighborhood. I start hunting for places. Where y'all food at? Who make the best food? I find it all little mom and pops, little spots, and those are the ones I go to get my food. Oh, there's this place on this other end up here. They make some of the best cheesesteaks I've ever had in my life. My goodness. The place look like it's set in the I would say 60s. It still has all the old original bar stools and everything. And they make some of the best cheesesteaks I ever had in my life. When you bite into something, you gotta take the time. You can't even swallow it. You gotta take the time and let it savor in your mouth. It's that good. It's unbelievable. You just going back like to a time when you were a child. It's got this little happy dance going on, you know what I mean? Man, that's good food. That's good food. They make a mean cheesesteak over there. I ain't got nothing on it but freaking cheese, meat, and no ketchup on it. It was the best thing I've ever had, man. Worth $7. It's worth a little shirt joint like this. It's worth that $7. It'll put Geno's. I'm sorry for Geno's to shink. I had Geno's. I'm from Philly. I had Geno's, Gooey Louie's, all them Pat steaks. I had all of them. No, they ain't touching that. They ain't touching that. Nope. That's a good one. There's another one too. Another spot I go to. Another spot I go to. They make them. They like $22 over there. They got they 2 flips. They good. They really good. But not better than that store. Nope. They couldn't touch that store. That store is just good, man. That's the best. Oh, the button's on there. Yeah, the button's on it. Stuck. Yeah. Yeah, man. That's why I do skyboxes. I never did. I hate skyboxes. I hate them things. It's so boring, the skybox. Oh, look at that. They're playing the game. Bunch of people walking around with champagne glasses on, all calm, and wow, a touchdown. Yay. I'm like, no, I want to be down there with the rowdy crowd. That's what I want to be at. People screaming, yelling, fighting. Well, fights do break out down there anyway, but that's where I want to be at. That's where the game is at. That's what the game is all about. The tailgate parties. I want to be at them. But yeah, that's where the fun is at. Powering with a bunch of people you don't even know. You all become strangers because you all wear green at the end of the day. That's us, Eagles. That's what I love about it. I don't know you. I don't know you. I don't know you. But on this day that we wear our jerseys, we are all brothers. Yeah. I'm going to a couple tailgate parties too, by the way. Got invited to a couple. I'm planning to be there. Got my Eagles. I got my big Eagles necklace. I put lights all in it so it all bleeds green. Yes, sirree. Coming with the big Mitch Ness jerseys. Trying to get one of them old pom-pom hats, the winter hats. Got the glasses with the flipping bird on the side of it, the one at the top. Oh yeah, the big Eagles mug. You will never catch me in the skybox. I'll be right down there in the crowd with the chaos. That's where I like to be at. Especially in the cold. Man, we sitting in the cold. Some people can never stand that. Like, why would somebody go watch the game? So you support your team no matter what. Rain, snow, whatever, don't make a difference. In there, piled up. They got the seats showered up. There's still snow. And that was the best time I had. Was in there with this family. And it was me and my buddies and his family. And they had this big, huge Eagles blanket. It was big, man. Big old quilted. They had little piece each one of them. They made it. Whatever they made it. But it was amazing, by the way. But anyway, we was in there watching the game. And we had hot cocoa. Some of it was red cocoa, some of it was not red because I don't drink. But some of it had a little whiskey in it, Hennessy, whatever it is, putting in it. And the woman smelled it. She said, "Oh, you got cocoa?" I said, "We got cocoa. How about we make a deal? You give us some of that blanket, we'll give you some of this cocoa." And the next thing you know, we had up the show together, sitting behind their blanket all together like we was family. And they drinking, and I'm drinking because I got hot cocoa in mine. Mine is regular. Yeah. Went to a couple of tailgate parties with them. All exchanged numbers when we left out. Yeah. The skybox seat. I don't want to be up there with people in the skybox seat. Oh my goodness. Touchdown. He made a touchdown. I'm saying everybody in the skybox seat is like that, but still want to be a skybox seat. It's just boring for me. I'd rather be down there screaming and yelling, freezing to death. So you got to be to wear your hunting gear. Wear your hunting gear, you're nice and warm. I got batteries in there. Keep you nice and warm all day. That's where I go. Go over to Dick's and get some hunting gear. Basically, go out there and basically put my gear on so I can go sit there in the ice and snow, whatever. Watch the game. Come back, face all painted up, paint my face and everything. Baseball games, Philly games, I go from time to time, but I don't drink, so it's a long game. God, it's a long game. Man, it's a long game. At Homer Central, we had to give up drinking. He said, no, I know why people drink. It's a long game. So we can watch it up drinking, but I still watch the Phillies. I got them watching. Flyers? Yeah, I'm a big hockey fan. I like to get the seats near the penalty box. That's what I like. Those are the best seats in the world. Get to watch all the team members go in and sit down. You're right next to them. Right next to them. In the penalty box. All right. All right. We got. Yeah. Yeah. We're getting the bills for icy. The ice. I'm trying to figure out what else I'm going to put on here. I want to put a snowman in here too somewhere. Something behind ice. Now I got that hit on Mr. What's that? Snowmaker? Mr. Ice Miser or something like some of his name was. I gotta figure his name now. I can't think of it. I got the name. I got it played in my head right now. Oh, can I find those figures? I would love to put those in here. I saw a dinosaur, literally a toy dinosaur. Made me think about putting it behind ice. Maybe I have to make some figurine stands for it. You can paint it and make it look real and put a stand and put it in the ice. It'd be cool. Make our own figurines. Wicked. Somebody said Wicked sucked. Why? I wonder why. I wonder why it sucked. Maybe it's because he made the witch friends with the enemy. That wasn't going to go well. Like, come on, what are you thinking? How does guy stop messing with the original? Leave the classics alone. Leave it. Just stop it. Y'all just admit it. You ran out of ideas, okay? You're running out of ideas. That's what it comes down to. You ran out of ideas now. This made Wicked. Dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. Hollywood's just messing stuff up, man. They run out of ideas. They messed up Borderlands. They trashed that. That freaking Twisted Metal messed that up too. We're using this. This is the best thing you use to do the work with. The best thing. The best thing. The cardboard will never steer you wrong. Never steer you wrong. Let's become one with the cardboard. Let the cardboard speak through you. You speak through the cardboard. Yes. Speak to the cardboard. Speak to it. I would be the most insane freaking art teacher in the world. Today, kids, we are learning to use ice sculptures. Yes. Ice sculptures. If I was teaching college kids, I'd be yelling at them, like, no, you did not feel the passion. I do not feel the passion here. I don't feel it. What were you trying to do? What were you trying to achieve? Oh, you're just trying to tear out my soul. I'm like, man, that art teacher's just way too into it. Yes, I am. But his classes are amazing. It's like working with cake decoration. Oh, this is kind of really loose on this one. Why is it so loose? It's not giving that same feel like the last one. But you know what? The ice wants to do what it wants to do. It wants to do what it wants to do. Can you control the ice? No, you can't control it. The ice controls you. I'm going to move my hard drive out of the way. Oh, we're good. We're good. Got that ice built up in there. Oh, it's fighting me. Oh! Let's be gentle on the squeeze. Gentle on the squeeze. The ice gets messy. There you go. You ever researched the Fonz and figure out what was he? The Fonz had magic powers. Did you know that? Yeah, they had magic powers. He would hit things and it automatically just start. Nothing really. But I think he had magic powers. People probably had form sites on what he was, like Mr. Rourke. Like, what the freak was Mr. Rourke? Well, Mr. Rourke was a fallen angel. A lot of people realize that he was a fallen angel. And a fallen angel isn't exactly a good thing. So you know that. Because a fallen angel would be one of the fallen angels of basically that the ones that were cast out of heaven. Those would be fallen angels. Because I looked it up, I was like, wait a minute. I was watching Fantasy Island as a kid, and I thought, what was Mr. Rourke? Because he wasn't a normal human being. And he said that he was a fallen angel. So, what are fallen angels? They were angels that were trying to take over heaven. They were cast out of heaven and were thrown onto the earth. That's a fallen angel. So, I stopped watching it. Because that freaked me out, man. It freaked me out. Oh, shoot, the whole thing. This thing's kind of heavy, so it got computer parts in it. That's why. Get in there. They call me Heat Miser whenever I touch. I'm too much to do. He's Mr. Heat Miser. Yeah, I got that 1 second on hit too. But I like Fantasy Island. Well, guess what? Look it up. It'll burst your bubble in a hot second, because I never thought that would come up like that. Like, wait a minute. They made him a fallen angel? And why of all things did you make him a fallen angel? Just you made a guy with magic powers. That's it. You make him a fallen angel. That's not funny. That's jacked up. You know what fallen angels are? Yeah, exactly. The name says it by itself what it is, a fallen angel. How bad it is. You fell from heaven. What the heck did you do? And God cast you out. It's not good. It's not good at all. Look at our glacier, man. It's freezing up quite nicely. It's awesome, isn't it? Put the fan on it, because the fan, basically, as it dries, it just dries in the most craziest way ever. Look, we got it all over our hands. We got nothing here to wipe anything off with. Oh well, whatever. You'll become one with the artwork. One with the artwork. If it ain't messy, it ain't happening. Messy is not happening. Gotta be messy. You want to eat, you gotta put nips and hips. Oh, this Cricket, they messed Cricket up so badly, I swear. They're ruthless. They messed Cricket up badly. Cricket was a priest at one point. He fell in love. They messed him up. You gotta have nips and hips, or you're not gonna eat. Nips and hips. That part had me crying. Ho 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 ho! Cannon explosion! Ho 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 ho! Gotta have nips and hips, or you don't eat. Remember that, people. Nips and hips, or you don't eat. And they freaking what? They gave him what? They gave him something. I think that's when they got on crack. And they gave him something. He took all the money. He bought these trash cans. Somebody threw us some trash cans. Oh no! I know what it was. They thought he had to get crack because he was on drugs anyway. And they gave him all their money. He came back with trash cans, talking about, look, start a band. You gotta have nips and hips. It's the only way you'll get paid. And he's dying on that one. They messed Cricket up, man. D. There's a D messed him up. He fell in love with D. Nobody got me watching that show. So you gotta watch this, man. These guys are absolutely nuts. This is crazy stuff. There's some awesome looking shorts, man, but you gotta take them off. Gotta take them off. Check out the shorts. I'm gonna get ridiculed for that whole. What do you mean? At the end of the day, it were leave it alone, leave it alone. It is what it is. You get mad at me about it. Yeah, it's not true. It's in the Bible. It is true. Look it up. And you read it wrong. Nope, didn't read it wrong. Exactly what it says. I got cursed too. The Bible says man will work by the sweat of his brow for the rest of his life. There's food. And a woman will bear her child in pain. So, yeah. I am in the line, can't lay down anymore. Oh, it's just so messy. I love it. It's a chaos. It's the chaos. Here comes the chaos. The chaos, people. The chaos. Before you can have the calm, you must have the chaos. Chaos brings form. And then comes the calm. I like when I watch people do that. They just splatter paint everywhere. Just chaos. Splatter paint. Just throwing it all over the place. And then they go in with that paintbrush and they just bring out a form of a beautiful woman or a beautiful city back or whatever. Chaos and then calm. Without chaos, you can't have calm. It seems like they're unequally yoked, but they're not. They're a match made in heaven. Look at that. I love it. I love it. I love it. And we got to get paint up in there because we're not going to reach up in there. Yeah, Bible Station Art Class for Kids. Not only will we learn about the art at the end of the day, but the history behind it. Because what's the point of basically developing artwork? You know, the history behind it. So we have to dress up like Vikings. Today we're learning about Vikings. Today we're going to build a catapult. Today, we're going to pop over to Home Depot, going to pick up some parts. And we're going to build a catapult. And we're going to launch at the principal. I'm joking. Can't launch at the principal. But anyway, still. And we have to wear the Viking caps, and we have to do research and stuff like that. And everything there is about Vikings. So that way they learn about artwork and they learn about the history of Vikings as they get to wear Viking hats. They can take home. So what did you learn today in class? I learned about Vikings. Yep, we built catapults and medieval weapons and all kinds of cool stuff. Explain what these weapons are all about. And how they were designed and different foods they had and all kinds of stuff, like what they ate. So I bring somebody to help to cook and make actual food from that era so you can see what it tastes like. And our classes will be super educational. Kids have amazing imaginations. They can go to places we can't go. That's why I say your kids' paintings, I know you got tons of them. Keep every single one of them. Because they can never duplicate it ever again. Once it's gone, it's it. You can never duplicate that art ever again. So keep everything, every painting. Never throw any of them out. Each one of those is a masterpiece because they can never be duplicated ever again. Not as a child, not as an adult. It's one of a kind. That's why you take all their paintings, put it into a portfolio, mark in time, stamp it, everything. They can go back later on and see that. Something they can't never be visited again, they can in a way. So every picture is important. Every art, everything they make is important. It's getting extra frosty up in this baby. Extra frosty. If it gets any frosty, I'm going to have to put on a winter jacket. I talked to my friend about that. She was going to throw out something of her son. I'm like, what are you doing? No. Don't throw away that. It's precious. It's just, you got dozens of these. Yeah, you got dozens of these. That doesn't mean anything at the end of the day. It means that he can never duplicate this one ever again. This one can never be duplicated. And as he get older, he'll forget this passage. He can't go back ever. Yep. That's why you find something in the garage, I'm telling you, you drew from way back and like, wow, this is when I was a kid. I drew this when I was a kid. Can't go back ever to that passage. Only one-time trip and that's it. That's why it's so fascinating to see something that you found, that you did, a painting when you were a kid. I remember drawing this when I was 6 years old. Man, I was really big into motorcycles. Wonder why I never bought a motorcycle. Yes, you know you bought a motorcycle. I bought a motorcycle, yeah. So why? I saw a painting. And they drawing all these motorcycles. I never thought, I didn't get one. I bought one. All that stemmed from a picture you drew a long time ago. Meanwhile, Jimmy down the street wants to be a dragon. A dragon costume. One of those joints that blow up. Man, I saw somebody today had the brightest pair of green sneakers. They were amazing. And he had this super bright coat, hoodie one with it. And I'm thinking like, man, he walked by and said, yo, that is freaking hot. I like that. I'm going to have to get one. Because I go to Donny Park and places like that with bright clothes, super bright clothes. So you'll find me. You will definitely find me. On a roller coaster somewhere, but you'll find me. That's Ken over there. And that bright freaking ultra hoodie on he got on right now. I used to have a t-shirt that said, was super bright. It said the t-shirt is brighter than your future. This is hilarious. T-shirt is brighter than your future. Alright, we got a good paint job there. From right now, we're doing right now this great coating work right here. Just edging it in here over and over again to get our nice frost put in. So we're getting that frost effect. That's what we're doing right now. That frost effect. It's an over and over process. It goes over and over again. Bam. Loving it. Looks like birthday cake, don't it? I do birthday cake when I'm sculpting it out. Reminds me of birthday cake right now. Matter of fact, I want some birthday cake. Oh, that looks extra frosty. So frosty, baby. So frosty. Oops. Oh shit, I can't touch anything on here. I need a Lazy Susan. I keep forgetting to buy a Lazy Susan. I'm gonna buy one again on Amazon. Alright, people. Remember, if you want to make the sexy hips and nips. Hips and nips. That's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. Remember that. That's what you gotta do. I hope my words. And my channel is only for 18-year-olds older. I hope my words integrating someone's vocabulary at the end of the day. I know people say at the end of the day a lot, because I say it a ton a lot. They're trying to tease me on it. I love saying it at the end of the day. I say it all the time. And other people say it at the end of the day. Hey, t-shirt just says at the end of the day. It says at the end of the day, and it says turn over to the back. It's at the end of the day. Got a t-shirt that says it. It's my favorite line. At the end of the day. And basically. So, I know you're watching my channel. Maybe doing something like, hey. You want to get this to work? You want to get to work? Get your hips and nips. Yeah, I'll get into your head. Not in a bad way, but a good way. I'll get into your head. You're saying crazy stuff like, man, this piece is absolutely whimsical. It's whimsical. Where are you getting this guy? I don't know. This guy on YouTube says all this crazy stuff as he builds stuff. Well, you know, that's pretty much my... I was trying to do something where we didn't talk much about stuff, but let me just talk about stuff now. Just ran me now. So now it's just pretty much going to be that guy on YouTube that just basically builds stuff as he talks about random stuff. So that's just what we're going to be. Just that guy. And is that a bad thing? No. No. Because we're having fun. Now I can't wait to go out to eat with my family. Like, yep. You know what? You want to eat? You got to show. You got to work it. You got to work it. You got your hips and nips. Like, oh, great goodness. First, you got this vocabulary now that's stuck in there. Yeah, it's stuck in there for a long time. It gets stuck in there for a bit, but it's funny. Got your hips and nips. You want to eat? You got your hips and nips. Like, oh, where did you get that from? Like, you gotta watch Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That's where I got it from. Hips and nips. Man, it looks like the side of an ice. You ever seen like the lighthouses that get splashed by water and it freezes? It looks like that, man. There's a lot of Arctic cold going on back over there. A lot of Arctic cold. Now we still got to go over this with some clear caulking. The clear. But this ice buildup is amazing. Look at it. It's insane. It's an ice buildup. All this is done with caulking and some cardboard. That's it. That's all it's done. I keep patting that job over and over again. Get that nice ice buildup on there. Now we put the silicone on top of it. We're gonna paint inside of the paint the corners with a glow in the dark, see-through glow in the dark, and clear. And then we're gonna put that ice pack on it, whatever we freeze in there. That's gonna glow right through it. That's right, people. That's right. If you want it to work right, you gotta show hips and nips. That's how we get it to work. Hips and nips, baby. That's how we get it to work. Doesn't work without it. That's gonna be stuck. It's in there now. It's in there. It's gonna be in there forever, for a while. Yep. I still got songs trapped in my head. Song got trapped in with a Brady Bunch song got stuck in my head. Got stuck in there for like 6 freaking solid months and got stuck in my head. I couldn't get out of my head. It's not a bad song, but man, that thing can get stuck in there. Ah, great, good. You had to bring that up. Like, really had to bring that up. It's not necessary. Because, you know, it's all about the hips and nips. Off the front, it's looking extra frosty. You gotta bring it over here. Because we can't lose it now. Far edge, baby. We're on the far edge of it all. That's right. It's extra frosty, baby. It's extra frosty. Ice builds up. Frosty Winterland is coming together, people. It's coming together. Come together right now. Oh, I'm going to go down low for this one. Drop it low. Oh, I think I'm frosting a cake. Having a heat wave, a tropical heat wave. Grumpy old man. That's why I heard that song for the first time. Man, he did some dirty stuff to each other, boy. Put a fish in his car. Dude had like freaking 500 trees up in his freaking over his windshield. And he could barely see out the car. And they doing each other dirty. Her father was freaking, I don't know what. Certainly can. That's what it looks like, the ice houses that get splashed with all that cold water. in the sea. You would think with the salt water in the sea that the ice would not freeze. I don't think it does. I gotta run that experiment. Does it really freeze? Does ice water freeze with salt in it? I would think it wouldn't. I don't think it would. There's salt in it. I don't know. I am definitely running on empty right now. Completely empty. Am I tired? Yes, I am. Do I want to stop? No, I do not. Because it's the artwork calling me, people. It's the artwork calling me. Where's my freaking ritual from? My bread brush. Here we go. Oh, sure, I'm not making any noise down there. Here we go. Here we go. That impact. Impact of frost. Yeah. And now we do the. Oh, don't we gotta take this thing apart? We do gotta take it apart. Yeah. Yeah, go on. We gotta take this thing apart. We gotta get inside of it. The thing needs to separate. Then we can ice it up real nice. Right now, we have to get inside of that and paint it frosty. Frosty, snowman. We gotta do the bottle. The bottom area has to be frosted up. Pretty thump, look at Frosty go. Over the hill he goes. Frosty the snowman, let me tell you so. And I think it's a shame that some people let their kids watch the old classics. I don't know why. You don't. Or some of y'all don't. Kids are ready to grow up with that kind of cool stuff, you know? I was blessed because my mom allowed us to watch that kind of stuff. That was the best Christmases I ever had in my life. Yeah. Once your parents leave this world, you can't go back to that world anymore. Christmas doesn't seem the same anymore, does it? It's not the same anymore. Had the best, but I think that all started for me was once I grew up and I left the nest. I just never could seem to get it right the way it was when I was a kid. No matter how much I tried, I couldn't get it the way it was. It wasn't the same way anymore. Nope. So, I mean, especially Christmas is not what for gifts and all that stuff. Really isn't. Christmas is about the birth of Christ. You have to remember that. But you know, the way your mom did it, can't repeat it ever. Now, I tell people, and my family don't understand. It's like, well, aren't you sad? I don't know, I'm not sad at all. I haven't felt much grief. And the reason why is because I see it through a Christian's point of view. They don't see it through a Christian's point of view. They're still suffering. I'm not suffering. I'm happy. I'm happy because my mom's a Christian woman. She went home. So I saw the beauty of it all, of her reborn, the next life, made it home. But I still miss her. I do. She's my mother. But I know she's home. She's happy. And that's how I'm able to accept it when the other ones can't. They're in pain. They're still in pain. That makes me work even harder every day. Get my life together. God, work harder. Be the best Christian I can be, so I can go home. Man, that is really caked in frost right there. We frosted the daylights out of that. Oof, man. I'm glad when we done this job. I'm covered in so much caulking every day. The ice PCs take a lot of work. It's a lot of freaking frost for these things. Whew, man. Ugh. Whew. Frosted, baby. Spoons out straight of wheat. Frosted. Oh, it's snowman. This is the outside. You can't mess up the PC in no way whatsoever. You can't mess up the cooling system. As long as you don't hit this part. Hit that part, you're gonna have problems because that's the radiator system. Air pushes, keeps it nice and cool. You don't touch that. Everything else, yeah, you can definitely touch it. No problem. It's like cake. Man, I swear, if my wife was one of those people that make cakes out of weird stuff, I'd be afraid of biting stuff around the house. Is this cake? Is this cake? Is that cake? Come in here and see a flat screen TV, like, ah, shoot, we got a flat screen TV. Like, no, we can get a flat screen TV and just take a slice out of it. You know, this is really getting on my nerves now. I thought that was a flat screen TV. That's cake. What is that cake? Somebody did one. They did the whole thing. Like the whole thing was all cake. Like it was crazy. And the other one I saw was they did a sofa out of cake. And the woman came and sat down and she said, "Oh, come on, you're wrong. This is cake. Yeah, it's cake." And we're gonna take one of these things apart. I'm curious. Can we modify a liquid cooling system? Like one of the ones that are already put together. I want to modify one of these. Oh, he's fighting his tail. What's he doing? I think he's fighting his tail. He's in there fighting his tail. Are you winning that fight, Chief? You winning that fight? He's weird. They're having an argument with his tail. Like, how dare you? How dare you? You can't speak to me like that. How can I can't speak like that way? Attack you by biting your tail, huh? It kind of moves around like it has some mind of its own anyway. Alright. Well, battery's about to die, people. And I'm about to let this thing dry off and probably go back to the home front, drop off a little bit, come back in. I'm sure I have more work I got to do. I got to finish enforcing that bookcase over there so it doesn't collapse. It's sturdy right now, but still got to reinforce it, and I got to build me a stand a little higher up before our chair gets in here. Do some demonstrations a little more on that. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for your time, for stopping by, and God bless.